About 100 kilometers north of Cape Town in the semi-desert of the African west coast lies a remarkable body of water known as Langebaan Lagoon. The lagoon is remarkable because it is one of only 3 self-sustaining, pure saltwater lagoons in the world. So remarkable that it has been designated as a wetland site of international importance by the Ramsar Convention, an international treaty. Acknowledged worldwide for its diversity of bird life, the extensive intertidal area of the lagoon supports some 55,000 water birds in summer, many of which are endangered or threatened species. With the 5 islands to the north, it provides a home for some 250,000 seabirds, including important breeding sites for endemic populations. The warm, shallow waters form a natural nursery for many species of fish, which in turn attract birds, carnivorous fish species, seals, sharks, dolphins, and even whales into the lagoon headwaters. The whole forms a magnificent, balanced ecosystem, which supports the health and diversity of natural life in the ocean. Virtually landlocked and with minimal freshwater inflow, the well-being of the lagoon depends completely on fresh, clean tidal flows of seawater from the Atlantic Ocean through the adjacent Saldanha Bay. And this is now threatened. Developers propose to create an industrial fish farm covering 884 hectares in the bay, using sea cages and rafts where salmon, trout, mussels and oysters would be produced, precisely in the stream of fresh seawater to the lagoon. Sea cages have become very common around the world as a cheap method of fish farming to meet burgeoning demand. However, scientists internationally are now cautioning about the devastation that caged fish farms make to the seabed, to local wild fish and nearby ecology. Caged fish are kept very densely confined, and to prevent losses through infections and parasitic infestation, fish feed contains antibiotic and antiparasitic medication. Greenpeace furthermore estimate that 200,000 farmed fish produce fecal matter equivalent to a population of some 62,000 people. This, together with waste fish feed, sinks to the seabed where, as it decomposes, drawing oxygen from the water, it destroys the benthic organisms on the sea floor, creating irreversible dead zones. Inevitably, tidal flow would draw this toxic waste into the lagoon, disrupting and destroying its sensitively balanced ecology. There is no shortage of scientific evidence of these effects that are starkly obvious when one visits existing farms. It is not surprising that many countries are now placing stringent controls over the location of open water cages because of the risk of extensive ecological damage. A Swedish court recently halted the development of 3 new cage farms where it considered the risk to water quality to be unacceptable. We believe that the risk to Langebaan Lagoon has been gravely underestimated, and we believe that it is our duty to conserve this wonderful international asset. Save Langebaan Lagoon, a public interest group and registered NGO, was formed in 2017 to raise awareness, educate and inform, encourage debate and to challenge this environmental negligence. Despite our vigorous campaign to date, environmental authorizations to proceed with the development have been granted, and we are now obliged to take our challenge to the South African High Court. Such an action is estimated to cost anywhere from 1 to 2 million rands, and we urgently need donations and financial support. All funds received are administered independently by a registered accounting practice. Save Langebaan Lagoon will always be fully accountable to its funders.